Hello and welcome to Ayurveda Mentor. In this video, I will be sharing with you about the 4 pillars of healing and cure. These are applicable for all the chronic disorders and for all the autoimmune disorders. I will be giving here some examples that will be relevant for inflammatory bowel diseases like ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Okay, let us come to the 4 pillars of healing and cure. The first one is you. Yes, you can say your age, body mind type, your general health, energy levels, immunity. All these are very important considerations for Ayurvedic treatment and management. The second pillar of healing and cure is nature of disease. Yes, you should understand what is the nature of the disease, whether it is acute or chronic, it is autoimmune disorder, it is chronic, progressive and degenerative. These 3 are the characteristics of most of the autoimmune disorders, and these 3 are very important. Chronic means the disease is long lasting. Progressive and degenerative means if you are not able to treat and manage it properly, the symptoms, they will progressively deteriorate. Gradually, the condition will advance and lead to many types of complications. The third pillar is the present condition. If you want to start with Ayurvedic treatment and management, you should understand the present condition of the disease. The fourth pillar is adoption of proper treatment and management. It includes diet, lifestyle, it includes Ayurvedic treatment, it includes, if required, medical treatment and surgical options. You should be aware of all these points. When you are combining the force of all these 4 pillars, your journey towards healing and cure is very stable and you move toward it. During my interaction with persons who have inflammatory bowel diseases or any other autoimmune disorders or any other chronic, degenerative and progressive disorder, this question always comes at the top. Can this disease be completely cured or healed? During telephonic conversations or Skype meetings or email reply, it is not many times possible to give a very detailed answer. And I want to be here very categorical in replying it. If you want to heal and cure an autoimmune disorder, whether it is ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease, you have to be aware of the ladder of healing and cure. I call it a ladder because there are certain steps that you need to move on. There are 6 steps. You can be on any one of them. I will explain you here what are these 6 steps. If you look at this picture, there are 6 steps. You can consider them from 1st to 6th. This is the deterioration of the condition, or you can consider it from 6 to 1. This is when you are able to manage it, you are able to overcome it. If you see at the top, this is the condition that I call healing and cure. This is the state when you are able to manage your IBDs with diet and lifestyle. This is the preferred state. Everyone likes to go there, but to reach there, you have to cross many hurdles. You should be able to know where you are at any given time. The rest of the stages, second stage is when you are able to manage it with diet, lifestyle and Ayurvedic treatment. And third, fourth and fifth are the stages where you are taking some sorts of medical treatment, and sixth one, last one, is where you are having lot of complications. I will share more details about these. If you look at the 6th stage, this is the lowest step where a person could be when they are having inflammatory bowel diseases. It is the state of complications where there is frequent hospitalizations, there can be need for blood transfusion, there are uncontrolled aggravations and doctor have advised you surgery or you already might have undergone surgery. In this condition, you are taking all sorts of medical drugs. First line of medical drugs like anti-inflammatories, second line of medical drugs like steroids, and third line of medical drugs like strong immunosuppressive drugs or chemotherapy. Even after taking all of these, the condition is not under control and it is hardly manageable. You are experiencing the worst stage, and if you want to move from here to the next one on the ladder of healing and cure, I give you certain guidelines. If you talk about having the initial good relief, you should know this word particularly. Initial good relief means that whenever you are starting Ayurvedic treatment and after a certain period of time, you become convinced, yes, I am getting some benefit. I feel that I have started to move on the right path. Some people like to say that I have 10%, 20% or 25% relief. It is all subjective, but you definitely know that there is some good relief. Your symptoms are becoming more and more controlled and you feel that your internal condition is improving. If you are in the sixth stage with complications, it can take somewhere between 2 or 3 or 4 months and sometimes more. Yes, if you are very much adamant and you dedicate yourself, you can move to the next stage, but it can take a lot of time, 1 year or more than 1 year. And many times, I'm very just particular in saying it, many times it might not be possible for you to progress at all when you adopt Ayurvedic treatment and management in this condition of complications. The next higher step is the fifth stage of the ladder, where you are taking all sorts of medical drugs. First level like anti-inflammatories, second level like steroids, third level like strong immunosuppressants. And at this time, you feel that your condition, your symptoms are under control. This is a very good time for you to start Ayurvedic treatment. If you still wait and you move to the further sixth stage, then it becomes very tough. So if some of you are in the fifth stage, it is very much important for you to adopt Ayurvedic treatment, appropriate diet and lifestyle so that you could move to the higher stage. If you are in the fifth stage of inflammatory bowel disease and you want to have some initial good relief, you should wait for a period of 2 or 3 months, sometimes more. Definitely you can jump to the next higher stage and it can take somewhere between 6 to 12 months or longer. It all depends how wholeheartedly you are pursuing Ayurveda, diet, lifestyle, mind health modalities, everything that you call holistic and natural medicine together. The next step of the ladder is fourth stage, where you are having first line and second line of medical drugs, anti-inflammatories and steroids. A lot of persons who are coming to me, they are into this condition. A majority of them are in this condition and it's really very easy to integrate Ayurveda. If you could wait for 2 or 3 months, you can definitely start to have good results and you can move towards the next higher stage. To move to the next stage, it can take 6 months or longer time, and definitely you need to give a thought to Ayurveda. You need to dedicate yourself to the Ayurvedic treatment and management. The next step on the ladder of healing and cure is third step. In this step, you are taking anti-inflammatory drugs. These are the first line of medical drugs. And at this time, if you adopt Ayurvedic treatment, diet and lifestyle, it is very easy for you to move to the second stage. Initial good relief, it comes in a 1 to 2 months period, and definitely if you adopt yourself, you dedicate yourself to Ayurveda, it can take somewhere 6 months to 12 months for you to jump to higher stage where you are not taking any of the medical drugs. I have many clients who are into this stage. A majority of them, if they are sticking with the Ayurvedic treatment, they are bound to be in this stage when they are able to manage their condition, their symptoms with diet, lifestyle and Ayurvedic herbs. And remember, it is a very powerful stage. Even though I don't say total healing and cure, but it is near normal condition. And I have personal experience with persons who are with me for 5 years or 6 years since 2012 exactly. So it's almost 8 years. It will be almost 8 years in 2020. So it is very much natural for them to let go of even medical drugs and to lead a healthy lifestyle, a dynamic lifestyle. And most of them, they are working in private organizations, in IT companies, and they are leading quite active lifestyle. And even after that, they are able to manage this condition very well with Ayurvedic treatment and management alone. And if you are in second stage and you are able to manage your condition with diet, lifestyle and Ayurvedic treatment, and you want to move to the first step where you could call it total healing and cure, you will be able to manage it totally with diet and lifestyle. Remember, this is the hardest step. Yes. Many times we are motivated a lot when we have a lot of problems, but at that time, when you don't feel any of the symptoms, you feel almost like a normal person, it is very easy to let go of the motivation, of the drive. And if you stick with lot of like mind health modalities and the breathing exercise and many other things that we will be teaching in the healing and cure program, you can definitely move to the first stage within a period of 6 months to 12 months. And when you reach the top of the ladder of healing and cure, it is the first step where you call it normal, healthy condition. When you are able to manage your health with diet and lifestyle, there are minimal or no symptoms at all. If there are some symptoms, you can easily trace them to some triggering factors and you can easily manage them. Now, one question might come to you. Why does it happen that some person is progressing very fast, whereas the another person is not moving fast on the healing and cure path? You have to understand that healing and cure, it comes from inside you. It is your energy that is brought up, that is manifested inside you with Ayurvedic treatment, diet, lifestyle and all these modalities. Yes, it is your energy. You have to understand. And if someone is like achieving faster results, there are some factors that are responsible for faster progression. It also means that their journey is less steep. It is very easy. It is not offering lot of resistance. This happens if you are of young age. But I have truly found many persons who are 35 plus, 40 plus, and they are having extraordinary results with Ayurvedic treatment. This second condition is better general health. If your health is good, your energy levels, immunity is very good, you are having good sleep, definitely you can have better results with Ayurvedic medicines. And if you are also having appropriate diet and lifestyle, these two are very important considerations, and you are adopting mind-body modalities. These three aspects, if you adopt in your lifestyle, diet, lifestyle, and lot of like mind health stuffs, then definitely you can progress faster. You should be able to have some sense, some intuition, some knowledge of the triggering factors, how they are affecting you and the symptoms, and they are causing this disease to manifest or to aggravate in symptoms. And definitely you have to adopt Ayurvedic treatment. Now I am sharing my views why some people, they are not getting good results. Their own body, their own system starts to resist the medical treatment. Their conditions gradually become worse. If you see this picture, this is uphill and you see the arrow, just it's very tough. It is having lot of resistance. It becomes very hard to move to the next step of the ladder of healing and cure. There are some factors that you need to be aware of. The first one is your age. If you are 50 plus, 60 plus, during that age, the chronic, progressive and degenerative disorders, they all become gradually worse and it becomes hard to manage them. If your general health is poor, then definitely you are having poor energy, poor immunity, and at that time it becomes very tough to manage this condition. If you are not exercising dietary control, and you know that diet plays a triggering factor in IBDs, here you have to work. And if you are leading unhealthy lifestyle, if you are leading a stressful life, then definitely whatever you do, whatever you take, it becomes very hard for you to progress, to relieve your symptoms, and gradually over a period of time, and most of the times faster than you would expect, the conditions become worse. And if you have many triggers, like all these factors, many of these are the triggering factors. If you have the presence of triggering factors in your day-to-day life, it becomes very tough to manage. As you can see that I have also put here no Ayurvedic treatment and over reliance on second and third line of medical drugs. Earlier, I told you that some persons who are having very good results with Ayurvedic treatment, they resist medical treatment even if there is need for that. The opposite is also true. Many persons who are younger in age, they have good general health, they are given steroids and third line of medical drugs or immunosuppressive drugs. And sometimes they tolerate those drugs very well. They do not experience their side effects and they find that their symptoms have been under control and the condition is overall manageable. But I asked you, and it's not like opinion, it is my strong advice that at this time you should be focused upon adopting Ayurvedic treatment or some natural treatment. You should follow some dietary and lifestyle control. At this time, it is very crucial because if you are taking steroids for as long as 12 weeks or 3 months or longer, you are bound to have their side effects. If you are taking strong immunosuppressive drugs for a period of even 1 month, you are bound to have their side effects. So if you are in a condition that you are not experiencing lot of side effects and your condition is like under control, be grateful and adopt Ayurvedic treatment. This is also the best time for adopting Ayurvedic treatment and move towards the higher state of the ladder of healing and cure. And personally, I believe that our lives are given to us by God. It is a gift for us. And whatever the journey of our life, even it might feel very steep or it is very easy for us, we should make all efforts to move towards the next stage of healing and cure. We should move up on the ladder of healing and cure. And very soon I will be inviting you for joining the healing and cure training programs. It will be 6 months or longer training program where I will be providing personal guidance every day, every week. There will be opportunity to interact with me over webinar, and we will be interacting on a one-to-one basis as well. In the end, I am sharing this picture again, and if you see the top, the number 1, it should be your goal to manage the condition with diet and lifestyle alone. Yes, when you are adopting Ayurvedic treatment, when you are starting your health journey with me under proper supervision, under guidance, I hope that the content of this video is useful and informative for persons who have IBDs or autoimmune disorder or any other chronic, progressive and degenerative disorder. It will definitely help you to know how you could move on the path of healing and cure with Ayurvedic treatment. Finally, thanks for your time. Have better health and greater happiness now and always. Thank you. Namaste.